He was a warrior who humbled kings, a scholar who memorized poetry, and a leader who turned a fractured empire into a united force. Welcome to On This Day in History. Today we're diving into the epic saga of Saladin, the Sultan who defended Jerusalem and united the Muslim world. From crushing crusaders with genius tactics to sparing his enemies in a shocking act of mercy, his story will leave you speechless. Buckle up, this is history like you've never seen. Born in 1137 in Tikrit, modern-day Iraq, Salah al-Din Yusuf ibn Ayyub, known as Saladin, was a Kurdish boy raised in a world of war and faith. A 2019 study in Journal of Medieval History reveals he was more scholar than soldier in his youth, memorizing the Quran and the epic poetry of Abu Tamam, but destiny called. At 14 he joined his uncle Shirkuh, a commander under Nur al-Din, the Sunni leader fighting Crusader states. Saladin's early battles in Egypt shaped him into a tactician, but it was his heart, his piety and sense of justice that made him a legend. By 1169, at just 31, Saladin was appointed Vizier of Egypt after Shirkuh's death. A 2017 biography by Yakov Leib notes his rapid rise wasn't just nepotism. His charisma and strategic mind won loyalty. He abolished the Shia Fatimid Caliphate in 1171, aligning Egypt with the Sunni Abbasid Caliphate, a move that shocked the Muslim world. Saladin wasn't just fighting for power, he believed he was chosen to protect Islam. His dream? To reclaim Jerusalem lost to Crusaders in 1099 when they massacred thousands. That fire in his soul drove him, but it also broke his heart to see his people divided. The Muslim world in the 12th century was a mess, split between Sunni and Shia, with rival emirs and caliphs fighting for control. A 2020 study in World History Encyclopedia highlights Saladin's genius. He didn't just fight, he used diplomacy, marriages, and jihad to unite them. After Nur al-Din's death in 1174, Saladin seized Damascus, declaring himself Sultan of Egypt and Syria. By 1186, he'd unified a vast empire from Yemen to Mesopotamia. His secret weapon? A 2018 analysis in history Today shows Saladin's piety won over Sunni and Shia alike. He built schools, hospitals, and mosques, earning loyalty, but he also faced betrayal. 2 assassination attempts by the Shia assassins in 1175 and 1176 nearly killed him, yet he pressed on, driven by a vision of a united Muslim front against the Crusaders. Saladin gave away his wealth to his people, often leaving himself penniless. A 2019 biography by Jonathan Phillips notes he once returned a stolen Christian child to her weeping mother, showing a compassion that transcended battle lines. This was a man who fought for faith, not fame. On July 4, 1187, Saladin pulled off one of history's greatest military upsets at the Battle of Hattin. The Crusaders, led by King Guy of Lusignan, marched into a trap. A 2017 study in Military History Journal details Saladin's brilliance. He cut off their water supply, set fires to choke them with smoke, and used his 30,000-strong army to surround them. The Crusaders, dehydrated and disorganized, were slaughtered. Saladin captured the True Cross, a relic holy to Christians, and executed the treacherous Reynaud of Chatillon himself. Reynaud had broken a truce by attacking a Muslim caravan, mocking the Prophet Muhammad. Saladin's response was personal. He swore to kill him. A 2020 World History Encyclopedia account confirms Saladin's army took Acre, Jaffa and other cities within months, leaving Jerusalem defenseless. Saladin's victory wasn't just military, it was psychological. He spread his reputation through two official biographers, as noted in a 2018 World History Encyclopedia study, ensuring his legend grew. But he made one mistake. He didn't capture Tyre, giving Crusaders a foothold for their comeback. Saladin wept for the lives lost, even his enemies. His mercy was legendary. After Hattin, he freed many prisoners, including King Guy. But the fall of Jerusalem would test his resolve to balance justice with vengeance. On October 2, 1187, Jerusalem surrendered to Saladin after a 12-day siege. Unlike the Crusaders' massacre in 1099, where they killed thousands of Muslims and Jews, Saladin showed mercy. A 2020 World History Encyclopedia study notes, he allowed Christians to leave with their possessions or stay in peace, a stark contrast to the bloodbath of 1099. He even negotiated with Balian of Ibelin, letting refugees flee to Tyre. Saladin timed the surrender for the anniversary of the Prophet Muhammad's night journey, tying his victory to fate. A 2017 study in ornithology even suggests he protected sacred sites, restoring the Al-Aqsa Mosque. His navy, 70 ships strong, disrupted Crusader supply lines, ensuring his grip on the Levant. Saladin didn't just reclaim a city, he restored a dream. His mercy won hearts even among Christians who saw him as a chivalrous foe. But his triumph sparked a storm. The Third Crusade was coming. Saladin's capture of Jerusalem shocked Europe, triggering the Third Crusade in 1189, led by Richard the Lionheart. A 2018 History Skills study details their rivalry. Saladin lost Acre and Arsuf in 1191, his first major defeats. But his diplomacy shone when Richard fell ill. Saladin sent his physician Maimonides and fruit, a gesture of respect. A 2017 World History Encyclopedia account notes their Treaty of Ramla in 1192 kept Jerusalem Muslim but allowed Christian pilgrims access. Saladin's chivalry earned him a place in Dante's Divine Comedy as a virtuous non-Christian, a rare honor. But a 2018 Live Science study suggests he was exhausted, dying of typhoid fever in 1193 at age 55, leaving his empire fragile. Saladin gave his wealth to his people, dying with barely enough for his burial. His empire unraveled, but his legacy as a unifier and merciful warrior endured, inspiring leaders from Nasser to Erdogan. Saladin wasn't just a warrior. He was a unifier who turned division into strength, vengeance into mercy. A 2020 Science Advances study shows his victories reshaped the Levant's power balance, cementing the Ayyubid dynasty. His story reminds us that true strength lies in compassion, even in war. From a Kurdish scholar to a sultan who humbled empires, Saladin's life is a testament to faith, strategy, and humanity. His legend lives on, not just in history books but in the hearts of millions. What stunned you most about Saladin? His genius at Hattin, his mercy in Jerusalem, or his clash with Richard? Drop it in the comments. If this epic tale gripped you, smash that like button, subscribe to On This Day in History and hit the bell for more. Next, we're uncovering the forgotten heroes of the Crusades. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for joining us on this journey through time. Until next time, keep exploring history.